Hi, Dr. Julie Gilbert here from Oregon Weight and Wellness, and I'm flying solo today and without my partner in crime, Rachel. Rachel, shout out to you. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you next week. But I want to make an announcement. We have been live streaming on Facebook. We will continue to put our videos on Facebook, but we're going to try and see how it works. Live streaming starting next week from YouTube. So a YouTube channel. So join us on our YouTube channel, Oregon Weight and Wellness, and we'll have the same just chatting about all things health. So not medical advice, but just talking through some experiences we have had, and then different books that we've been enjoying and our perspectives on those. And then also talking about what's for dinner. I'm going to jump right into chapter 21 in Tom Rath's book, Eat, Move, Sleep. And his first point is buy use it or lose it foods. What does that mean? Well, that means he's talking about buying foods that actually spoil, right? We all know the Twinkie that has been around for 20 years, is in the same shape, in the same package, no mold on it, ever not degrading at all after 20 years. That is not a great food for me or for you. If it ain't degrading, what is in it? What kind of chemical is in it to keep it degrading? And what is that doing to my body? So I want to buy foods that actually spoil. So obviously that's fresh fruit and vegetables. That's grass-fed, free-range chicken or beef or other animal products. That is whole fats from fats in their original form, like avocado, like olive, like nuts and seeds. So those whole real foods that actually spoil. So, and he makes a point. Yeah, you're going to be going to the grocery store a little bit more frequently, but that's okay, because guess what? You get to walk. And that means a little bit more movement, which is also good for you. So, there are exceptions to this rule. Obviously, those dry beans, which are so good for you once we cook them adequately and rinse them and cook them, they stick around for a long time, right? And they're great to have in your pantry. But for the most part, he's talking about foods in packages, that have these chemicals added to them. And those added chemicals, they're messing with my mitochondria. They're instigating insulin resistance. They're adding to oxidative stress. So they're wreaking all kinds of havoc and in my body. I don't want them. So I'm going to avoid them by getting whole, real food. All right. His next point is about movement, and he talks about how you move matters, and he's kind of pointing out the people that we've seen. Maybe I've identified, we're walking along with our head down, and looking at our phones, texting or whatever, and we run into things, right? Or we trip and hurt ourselves. But it's not just walking and doing it, but holding that phone for that extended period of time that can do a lot of damage. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine, she had this horrible neck pain, and it was radiating through her shoulder and down her arm. And she went from doctor to doctor, and they sent her to physical therapy and anyway, finally, she found a massage therapist who said, I know what your problem is. Your problem is you're holding your phone in your hand too long during the day. And so she put her phone down. Well, and after a really nice massage, her pain is gone. Yeah. So we need to be aware of how much time we're spending looking with their, head down, head bent, not just the phone, but the screens in general. We tend to be, perched over the computer like that. I've got my computer up today. And then he makes a point of making sure that when you're standing, your ears are over your shoulders, hips, ankles. So, and then when you're standing tall like that, that makes you breathe easier, more effectively. And breathing is so important, especially when you're breathing through your nose, because that creates more nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is a compound that does so many great things, including lower blood pressure, very important, including signal insulin to work better in your cells, very important, including signaling stem cells to go where they're needed for repair. Who knew? Nitric oxide. It's a beautiful thing because you're breathing, because you're standing in a healthy way, ears over shoulders, over hips, over ankles, and all the things. So great. Then his third point is keep stress from ruining your sleep. Easier said than done. I am one of these people that we wake up and worry, right? And our mind just kind of keeps going. But it is a skill. We're not going to get rid of stress, but maybe dealing with it in a way that helps not interrupt our sleep. He talks about how a pound of prevention, and not a pound, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So preventing the stress even before it happens. But we know that life can be stressful. Life can be stressful. How we respond to that stress is so important. So things, that are helpful for me, that prayer, meditation, learning what is a mountain and what is a molehill, and then letting go of just those things that are totally out of my control, not ruminating over them, questioning, and then resolving and being at peace. So it's a skill. It takes practice. It's important. So it's important to talk to other people about that, those friends and family members with whom you feel safe. So it's great to have that support system. It's great to get curious yourself. Maybe even a journal at the side of the bedstand. Sometimes that's really helpful for me. If I can put it down when I'm concerned about, and then close the book on it and put it on my nightstand, then it seems like I can put my mind to rest and do the sleep thing, which is so important for recharging my batteries and restoring my health. So great tips from Tom Rath this week. And sometimes easier said than done, but it's the practice, and that's that imperfect progress that is important. So that brings me to what's for dinner. Well, I am eating leftovers. So we were gifted with a pasture-raised chicken that was freshly butchered, and it was so beautiful, and it tasted the absolute best. My husband baked it in the oven last night. He used an almond instead of flour. We used almond, dipped it in egg and then almond, and baked it, and it was absolutely delicious. So we have some leftovers, and then I also have some cauliflower rice. He made some sweet potatoes and a nice green salad drizzled with some olive oil. So eating that slowly and just enjoying every bite of that, the gift, and then my husband's beautiful preparation. That's what's on for dinner for me tonight. But so next week we're gonna continue to streaming, but on YouTube. And so I will try to figure out how to make that. We'll upload the video to Facebook, but I'll try to figure out how to remind everybody. Maybe Rachel can help me with that. Okay, until next time, stay healthy.